kind of excited to do this actually. This is something new again. I thought today, let me make a video. I did try earlier, I made like a 10-12 minute video, and I feel like I was rambling a bit too much. So I thought, let me try again, this time go a bit slower. And maybe I won't ramble too much. But if you do enjoy it, let me know. I will make it a bit more prepared in the future, and I'll make it a bit more professional, maybe with a mic, actually a camera, not just on my phone, and some bookie style with like sitting on a flipping random stone in my garden. But yeah, I posted something earlier on my Insta about how people usually wear Converses as squat shoes and how they're terrible. Just in general, all shoes are terrible, by the way. There is no perfect shoe. The only perfect, can't even call it a shoe, the only perfect thing is the foot. It's been developed over 4 million years. There is no shoe that has had 4 million years of production, and how much money that nature has spent on it. No energy is equivalent of that. Do you know what I mean? Like, no one can spend that much energy. Take us another 4 million years. So unless some company can say, oh yeah, I spent 4 million years on developing this shoe, your best bet is just take the shoes off. It's gonna get a bit kinky. I've got some weird ass feet, so ignore my, don't ignore my feet, I'm gonna show you my feet. But I'm just giving you a warning that I've got some hella weird feet just from like the years of like terrible shoes, and like how my body has reacted to it is different to yours. Yours gonna be different as well as mine. You're gonna have different dysfunctions. I used to have sharp shooting pain up my knee, and you're gonna have different ways your body's gonna react to your shoes, and even you're gonna wear different shoes. So another reason why you would respond to it differently. But I have super wide feet, so my feet going in modern shoes, that's just a complete disaster. So yeah, I wanted to talk about why we have a lot of the problems in today's society. One of the biggest problems is knee pain, and the knee pain comes from a poor structure. And one of the structures that affects our knees and our ability to absorb shock as we step. So as we walk, how we absorb shock through the floor, because as you know, as you hit the floor, there is shock going up your leg. One of the things is our arch, this arch right here. We've developed it over millions of years, and it's very important in absorbing the shock. But what has happened is, because we wore shoes that have constricted us at our toes, it's taken away our base that gives us support. So if I can give you a better analogy for this, that'll help. There's a common saying that says, it's by Louis Simmons. He says, a pyramid is only as high as it is wide. You know, if you don't have a good foundation, you're never going to be a good athlete, is what he says. And it's kind of similar analogy, similar saying, but not the same kind of meaning. In this one, I mean, like, if your base is terrible, you're going to have a poor structure. So our foot is like a triangle. One point at the big toe, one point at the pinky toe, one point at the heel. And when we constrict a bit of the triangle, we have less surface area to play with. And especially if you constrict it from the sides, of course you're going to constrict it from the sides. When you constrict it, it takes away the base, and you're more likely to collapse arches. That's why you have collapse arches, because you're constricting your feet. The trains are going to be annoying, I'm sorry, I'm just going to have to talk over them. So what I mean by this is, if you were to look at me right now, I'm going to be on my 2 hands and 2 feet. And if I take away one hand, which way am I more likely to fall? Where the base is missing, right? So I'm more likely to fall that way. If I take away this, I'm more likely to fall that way. If I take away this, I'm more likely to fall back. Sorry. If I take away 2, I'm more likely to fall that way, yeah. So wherever you take out the base, that's where you're more likely to fall. And when you take out a base, you're gonna have to align your center of gravity to make up for that loss of base. You know, if I have the same center of gravity I have here, when I pick up 2, I'm just gonna fall. You know, so just like here, you have a tripod feet, a tripod structure of feet, just like a tripod for a camera. There's 3 points of contact, mainly. That's what we kind of. Obviously, there's more, but that's mainly what we look at. because those are the corners. If you take away one, in other words, if you constrict the front, it's gonna yeah, affect our ability to have a strong support at our base, which is the most important part. If you even, I read this the other day actually, I was quite surprised. Like our foot is the only part of our body that is for millions of years has been always connected to the ground, like connected to the earth, anything. Like you don't always walk in your hands. Obviously, you might have done it one day, but like with our environment, the only thing that's connected us to our environment is our feet, mostly by touch. Isn't that weird? That's where the proprioception comes from. In other words, that's where our sense of Alright, I don't know why I just cut off, but proprioception. How do I know I'm sitting here? If I close my eyes, I can feel what's on the ground. Just like that. When you're standing, standing and running, how does your body know where to strike, how to move? Like, how does it know the intricacies of each foot? Like, if you watch like a baby's foot, if you watch a newborn's foot, they'll literally splay their feet wide, like they'll go like this. Like as they're sleeping, they just move, like, you know what I mean? Like how babies stretch and stuff. Like you watch those baby videos. I know you lot watch the baby videos. They like spread everything out. They're like testing. Like subconsciously, we do all these things that we don't even know about. And if you watch a video of someone running or walking barefoot, or if you watch a baby's foot as it strikes the floor, their feet, as they're about to strike the floor, it'll go wide. Like they spread their feet, toes out. So hopefully it's still recording. Yes, it is. I'll just quickly show you before the sun sets. Oh, silly ass thing. As I said, if you guys enjoy it, let me know. I will make it a bit more professional and stuff like that. But if you look at this, that is not the shape of anyone's foot. Obviously, especially mine. Mine is hella wide. So if you take away that base, if I do this and fit it in that, just like my shoe makes me, I'll lose that support. I'm more likely to do this, especially if I'm putting 100 kg of force as I'm each step, hundreds of miles over like 10-20 years. If I have a wide base, which I can't even do, like I literally have no ability. If I move, like you can see the structure's moving less. I'm moving my knee, but if I do this, like as narrow as I can, if I move this, everything's moving. Anyway, that's enough for my feet. Let me straighten this out again. So yeah, if you enjoyed it, let me know. Is there anything else? Yeah, another thing. A pyramid is only as high as is wide. You can strengthen your foot, and it's important to strengthen your foot, running and doing exercises. But no matter how strong your foot is, the strongest foot cannot make up for the deficiencies of a mechanically weak structure. So if you take away the base, no matter how strong your foot, you could have the strongest feet in the world. Which I don't think there's a competition for that, but if there was, the widest feet would definitely have the best chance because you have a good structure to start with. But yeah, that's enough of my feet. If you enjoyed it, let me know, please, and I will make some more videos that are a bit more professional. And the sunset as well. UK is terrible weather, innit? I was saying this the other day to one of my friends, like, for someone whose mental health is affected so much by the sun, I live in the wrong country, man. I'm sure a lot of you agree as well. We're creatures that need sun. We need some vitamin D. As soon as the sun rises, I feel happier. This is terrible weather. It literally just went dark because I recorded it earlier, but I've done such a terrible job because I was just rambling off the top of my head. So I thought, let me just make it quickly again. Anyways, I got to shoot off. If you enjoyed it, please let me know. Take care. Bye.